Welcome to Nano Yoga. My name is Nanako and I'm a yoga teacher here in Myoko, Japan. It's a beautiful autumn fall day, and if you are in Myoko this winter in Japan, don't forget to check the link below for more yoga for skiers and snowboarders, PDFs that you can download off your phone, and also for any lessons that I'll be doing in Myoko this winter. So this is a how yoga can help your skiing. Don't forget to press the thumbs up and subscribe for more yoga, and let's get started. I hope you enjoy the lesson. It's good as a warm-up or a cool down for today's skiing. And then gently closing the eyes, we're going to start to breathe in through the nostrils, and then breathing out again through the nostrils. And we'll just keep repeating that a few more times, inhaling through the nose. And exhale again through the nose. Inhaling again, nice and slowly. And then exhale, relax a little bit more. And then we're just going to bring our hands up by our sides, and then bringing your right hand up to your left knee. We're just going to do a gentle twist here. So inhale, stay where you are. And then exhale, relax a little bit more. It's up to you how far back you'd like to go. Then inhaling, I'm going to bring both hands back in to the other side. So left hand on the right knee, and looking behind you. Just one breath here. And then as you inhale, we're going to bring ourselves back into the center and bring your hands down. So we're going to start with some neck circles. So you're going to look up as you inhale, and then you're going to exhale looking down. So you can just combine these with the breath to make these circles nice and slow. So inhaling back up and exhaling down. Just warming up the neck here. Inhaling back up. Exhaling back down. And last neck circle here. And then finishing up here with the last neck circle. Going to do the same again on the other side. So you're going to inhale the other way, whichever way you started from. You're going to exhale down again, moving nice and slowly. Get any tension out of your neck. Put a few more circles. Just combining this with the breath, just so we're moving nice and slowly. The last head circle here. And then when you're ready, just going to come back to center. Just take one normal breath here. And then we're just going to move onto our toes, which I think is very important when you're a skier wearing very stiff boots. So we're going to tuck the toes in, and then we're going to sit kind of Japanese style, as I like to call it. But if this is actually way too intense for you and your feet haven't quite got that range, then you can always come up, and that will still feel pretty intense on your toes, but at least it's not too intense on your entire feet. So we'll be staying here for another few breaths. So again, if this is very intense, just come up onto your knees. It'll feel really nice after wearing very stiff ski boots. And then inhale, we're going to untuck those toes, and we're just going to bring both legs out to the side, and we're going to get into a wide-legged seated forward fold. And you really don't have to have your legs that flat. You can always bend them, bring them in more, just see what you can do. And the point to this pose is more just pushing those knee joints together. I want to kind of protect the knees. We the knees get a lot of hard work in snow sports, especially skiing. So I just want to kind of realign that. So point the toes up towards the sky, both knees kind of squeezing in towards the thigh, so the bottom knee towards the thigh. And then you can always place your hands either on your thighs or in front of you. And if you'd like, and you feel like your knees need some extra TLC, you can always do this for much longer, but we're going to move on. So let's get onto the front of our mat. And here we're going to start with a Tadasana. So you're just going to bring both hands out to the side. You're going to look forward. And I love to do this pose because it's mountain pose. So if I'm teaching a bit of a view, it's really fun to do. So we're going to inhale, hands up to the sky, and then exhale forward. And you're just going to relax the head. And then we're going to bring both hands to the shins. We're going to look forward. So you want your spine to be nice and long. And then exhale, forward fold, relax the head again. Place the hands onto the mat. We're going to bring left and right foot behind you into a plank pose. So check where your butt is, not too high, too low. And then you're going to exhale. We're going to chaturanga. So we're going to bring our body down like a sort of yogic push-up. You're going to exhale down towards the floor. You can always bring your knees just to make that push-up feeling easier. And then you're going to press your hands up, feet up. We're going to do a locust pose. We're going to fly, inhale up. And then we're going to place the hands back down and get into our downward facing dog. So I just like to do the locust pose just to strengthen the lower back, which is kind of gets a lot of hard work in skiing. So we're going to bring both feet out back to the front of the mat, hands to shins, halfway fold. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. And then inhaling, hands up towards the sky, hands together in front of you, above your head. And hands to your heart, and hands back down by your side. Inhaling, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the head. We're going to inhale, hands to your shins, looking forward, nice long spine. Exhale, going to come back down. Bring your both hands out in front of your feet, and then getting into a plank pose. Bring your knees down if you need to. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, we're going to come up, so both hands, shoulders, feet, locust pose, and then exhale, we're going to get into a downward facing dog. And then we're going to either jump or walk towards the hands to shins or hands to the mat, looking forward, halfway fold, exhale, forward fold. Then inhaling, hands up above the head. And then exhale, hands back down by your side or in front of your heart. Hands back down by your side, inhaling, hands up towards the sky. And then exhaling, folding forward. And then inhaling, we're going to bring the hands to the shins, looking forward or on the mat. See how your body's doing. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing both feet behind you. We're going to exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Place your palms up, feet up, chest up. Squeeze the bum cheeks together, exhale down, out of locust pose. Then we're going to get into downward facing dog. And here you can either walk the feet to your hands or jump towards the feet to hands to shins, halfway fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, hands up towards the sky. Then exhale, hands to your heart. And then hands back down by your side, back into Tadasana. Just see how your breathing is going, how your body's feeling. Should have warmed up a little bit more now. Then bringing your hands out to the side. We're just going to do some balancing work. So we're going to press onto the left foot and bring the right knee in towards your chest. But make sure your right hip isn't too high. It's nice and stacked, sort of straight, like it would be if you're standing. And if you need a chair to hold on to do this balancing, don't worry about it. You can use it, or the wall. And then you're just going to bring the left foot in towards your butt and then hold that with your hands. So that's going to kind of stretch the thigh for you. If that's not reachable, you can always use a towel, a yoga strap, or just push that foot up towards your thigh. You'll get a stretch there too without the use of your hands. Another breath here. Just a bit of balance, a bit of stretching. Then exhale, bring the foot down, hands by your sides. Inhale, hands out to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway fold. Then exhale, forward fold again. You're going to bring both feet behind you, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, you're going to do an up dog this time. So shoulders down, thighs strong off the mat. And then exhale, back into downward dog. And staying here for one breath. Then when you're ready, just going to bring both feet towards your hands. So you can jump or walk them towards your hands. Inhale, halfway fold, looking forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Then we're going to inhale, hands up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands back down by your side. Then we're going to do the same again on the other side. So we're going to this time bring the left leg up towards your chest, and then you're going to balance. So if you need to use a chair or a wall, you can. It takes a bit of work to balance, but the left hip shouldn't be too high. Then you exhale. Let's bring that leg behind us. So here you can either press the foot up towards your butt cheek, and if you can, bring your hand up to your foot. If you've got any knee issues, this might feel really painful, so just back away if it does. This is a nice thigh stretch and a bit of balance work, so good for your core as well. You need to be able to balance to be on skis. Then exhale, going to untuck that foot. Then bring your hands back down by your side. Inhaling, hands up towards the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway fold, looking forward, nice long back. Then we're going to bring ourselves all the way back up, hands up down by your side. And do that again, half sun salutation, hands up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Relax the head. Halfway fold, looking forward, nice long spine. Exhale, fold again. And then this time we're going to bring the left leg behind. I'm going to get into a high lunge. I'm going to bring both hands up above your head, hips facing forward, nice strong pose, bit of a stretch there for your thigh and your hips. So just make sure your hips aren't too much to the left and right, they're nice and forward. Then we're going to bring the left foot in, a bit like we did earlier, but this time we're going to get into a warrior three. So left foot's going to come behind, you're going to extend that leg, so working that hamstring there. And the left foot's pointing down towards the floor. And here you're just going to make sure that your left hip is straight with the right hip, so as if you're standing up. So it's not really high towards the sky. And here your leg can be as low as high as you need. I think mine's a bit lower than I thought it would be. And then you're going to use a bit of strength there. Bring that foot in towards your knee, towards your chest, knee in towards your chest. And then exhale. Foot back down, both hands by your side. Inhaling, hands up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway fold, looking in front of you. We're going to exhale, forward fold again. This time we're going to bring the right foot behind, back into a high lunge, so hands up above you. Make sure the hips are sort of straight. So right hip a bit more forward, left hip a little bit back. So let your hips stretch in this lovely high lunge. And hands by your heart, right knee in towards your chest. Nice and slowly, so you can always use a chair or a wall if you need to balance here. And exhale, going to fold ourselves a bit forward, but right foot's coming up behind, so warrior three. So it's kind of like you're flying on one leg. And then the right foot's pointing down towards the floor, but your hips want to be stacked. I love doing this pose for anything like skiing because I feel like your hips get really misaligned, and this really not only strengthens your hips, but also you can feel the stretch. So it's a bit of a double whammy there. I think it's great for snow sports people. And then using a bit of balance there, bring that right knee in towards your chest. Little hug. Then exhale, hands back down by your side. Take a quick breather. And then inhale, hands up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor. And then here you're going to bring your hands up to each elbow, and you're just going to stay here in a forward fold. And then we're going to inhale back up into a chair pose. So here you should be able to see, a leaf fell on me because it's autumn, fall. And then we're going to bend those knees. Thought I'd keep that in there, I guess. And then both hands up. It's a nice strong pose, just like you're skiing, but maybe ski jumping skiing. If you want to be able to see your toes here, nice strong thighs. Exhaling all the way down, letting yourself squat down. And then we're going to bring both hands out in front of us, untuck the legs behind you, inhale up into a nice big cobra pose, Bhujangasana, shoulders down. Clench the butt cheeks together, protect the lower back. Then exhale, back down. And we're going to do another bit of a glute thigh stretch. So you're going to bring the left foot down, or the right foot down, sorry. And left foot is going to come above your right knee. And here, this is the more intense version. If you'd like to do this lying down, you're more than welcome to. But this one's a bit more just to really get into the glutes, which are always so sore after skiing, especially in Japan, because the powder is deep and the squats should be low to get through the powder. So, so you're going to stretch that glute. And then essentially you're kind of bringing your chest towards your feet and the left knee's out more. So do that on the other side now. So right foot's above the left knee, left foot down. Right knee is going to press away from you, but your chest is pressing in towards those feet. So again, this is pretty intense. You can do this literally lying down and bringing that left knee in towards your chest. This is the more intense version to really get into those glutes, those sore ski glutes. And then final pose, my favorite pose, which you probably really need if you've been skiing all day or if you're about to go skiing. Bring both hands out to the side and relax, feet out. And there is literally nothing for you to do here but to completely and utterly relax. So I'll leave you here with a few moments in silence. I'll let you know when it's time to get up again. Coming back into your body, gently moving the fingertips and the toes. wake your body up again. We're going to inhale, bringing both knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a nice little hug. We're going to exhale, bring ourselves to the right side of the body, sort of a fetal position. One breath here. Whenever you're ready, just coming back up into a comfortable seated position. We're going to do one last breath together. So inhaling, hands up towards the sky, hands in towards your forehead. To have kind and loving thoughts for yourself and others. Hands to your mouth, to have kind and loving communication for yourself and others. And of course, hands to heart, have good intentions for yourself and others. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like and subscribe, and see you again soon. Arigatou gozaimasu.